penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Boston Scott, his first carry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deontay Thompson, the rookie from Bama. And he is all the way up past the 25. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Murray trying again after the pick 6. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. This complete to the tight end Clay. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw again on second down. Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Cameron Hayward, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone, and the football will come out to the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Look at the dance and the juke. 27 yards there, a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Roethlisberger will throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker. Because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
After the sack on first down, Murray. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, it's Scott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's go. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. This one caught by Isabella. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
26 Mike. Watch the run.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Check pass. 26 Mike. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing again, Murray. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run on 1st down. Scott about 3 yards there to the 27.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now Scott. "22 yards there, a 1st down."
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
50 yard now. 180. Cut.
Now Roethlisberger. It's caught by Bryant. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, Scott. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, the Steelers called on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
He needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man, Butler complete. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. Well, Butler was the second of 3 receivers Arizona took in the draft. They said they wanted to increase the amount of playmakers that they have out wide, so they nabbed him in round 4 out of Iowa State. Really didn't come on until his final season at Iowa State, over 1,300 yards and 9 touchdowns. Now, Andy Isabella, he kind of provides the top-end speed. Butler has the size, 6'6", 225, a huge target out wide. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Murray with a 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
26, Mike, 26.
They do go for it. It's Murray. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. This is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Come on, fellas. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Here's Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And here we go on 4th down with Murray. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. On 1st down, it's Scott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On 2nd down now, it's Scott, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Boston Scott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray escaping the pressure right. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. And he's got Fitzgerald. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. That ball complete to Isabella.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing on first down is Murray. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Go, boys, let's go!
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
They'll run on first down. It's Scott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the 44.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Murray now on 1st down. And it's caught by Crabtree. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Murray to air it out again. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Bud Dupree in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Here's Murray. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a 1st. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Crabtree has it. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Cardinals 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50, the 40, he's at the 30, 20. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Black 20. Pick me up. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Come on, Doc. We got this.
Intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
24. Cardinals nothing.
You got 3. Check the backer. Check the backer.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Artie Burns, former 1st-rounder, there to break that one up. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Mark Barron. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Clay, the intended receiver. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Black 20. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll run with Scott. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Nicker.
Here's Scott. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Black 80. It's been a long day for you.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. Boswell's kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Play fake. Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Boswell for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coach. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. T.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
26 Mike. Hey, let's get in that hole.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And the pressure gets to him again. Mark Barron in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
26 Mike. Got you.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On the carry, this is Scott. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Like 20.
58. First down, Steelers.
On first down, Scott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I'm going back to you.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The Steelers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. They come out here in the I. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. 2nd and goal from the 1. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And they will take a knee here. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Stop! 230.
Roethlisberger going to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
26, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 26,
to try again after the sack. Murray got it complete to Crabtree. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Let's go, defense. Get on the field, defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Steelers, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, you start to wonder if it's going to happen this year. The skid has hit 13 in a row on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.